I am the DA.
Okay. 50. I understand that, ma'am. I understand that. I'm telling you why I stopped you. You didn't stop at all. You, out of everyone, should know that if there's a legal traffic stop, which I have the right to detain you until this is done.
Then just write me the I really don't care.
If this had been you or me, somebody who doesn't happen to be the DA of that county, we'd be in cuffs sitting in the back of that squad car right now, rightly so, for refusing to comply. Welcome back, viewers. Dave Epstein from the Post-Pollock firm. Today's video is one I happened to see. I actually saw this story in the news not too long ago. It's called "Entitled DA is Confronted After Evading Police." It's a self-explanatory video. Let's see what happens.
In New York State, a Webster police officer is attempting to stop a black SUV for speeding 20 miles an hour over the speed limit. What the officer doesn't know is that the driver is the district attorney in his jurisdiction. Monroe County DA Sandra Dorley decides not to stop for the officer and instead leads the officer on a low-speed pursuit to her house. She then parks in her garage, forcing the officer to confront her as she exits her vehicle. The officer exercises immense patience as he confronts the driver.
I'm the DA. I was going 55 coming home from work.
55 and a 35.
I don't really care.
Okay.
So you can call this.
Can you please come over here? This is on a traffic stop, ma'am.
Yes, it is. You can call Dennis Kohlmeyer right now.
Okay, I'm telling you why I stopped you. You didn't stop at all. Did you not hear my lights or sirens or anything?
No, I didn't actually. I was on the phone.
Okay, well, you're not supposed to be on the phone while you're driving either.
The DA calls the police chief on her cell phone.
Why are you so upset at me? I'm doing my job. You just admitted to me that you were going 55 and a 35 on Phillips Road.
Can you please tell him to leave me alone? It's
Officer Christofoli. Can you stay over here, ma'am? This is a traffic. This is a legal traffic stop. Do you have your ID?
No, it's in my purse. Here.
You have your purse right there.
No, this is my lunch. Would you talk to Dennis? This is ridiculous. Just go away.
Hello, sir.
Okay, let me pause here, folks.
Good. Ma'am.
First of all, the DA should change your first name to Karen. Second of all, what she just did is not just illegal. It's not just stupid because she admitted I was going 55 and she's in a 35-mile-an-hour zone. She, of all people, should know not to do that. But that can be considered official misconduct by a government official elected. Actually, she's probably elected. I believe in New York State, county DAs are elected officials. So that's official misconduct where you are attempting to use your office for your own personal benefit, which is exactly what she's doing. She's calling the chief of police. Let me get him on the phone. Let me straighten this guy out, and I'm above the law. And meanwhile, this police officer is being as nice and polite as humanly possible. The poor guy's probably thinking, oh, my God, what did I do here? What she didn't count on, I guess, was that his body camera was on. Let's continue.
Good. Ma'am, can you please stay at the back? This is a legal traffic stop. Can you please stay over here?
No. Hey, baby, get your little guy out of here.
Sir, I stopped her for going 55 and a 35 on Phillips Road.
On Phillips Road.
And she failed to stop. She drove all the way back home and parked in her garage. And now she's not complying with any of my commands. Ma'am, do not go inside.
Oh, my God.
Yep. All right. Ma'am, come outside. You can't just go inside.
Okay, she just then disobeyed the lawful commands of a law enforcement officer who was making a traffic stop. And when you're pulled over, right, we've had a lot of videos where we've had these issues of did the officer act properly, did the driver act properly, and we all see how it cascades out of control. But the general rule is when the police officer has a lawful basis, well, if they pull you over and they ask you to stop and comply, you're supposed to do that. If they didn't have a basis to stop you, if there was no probable cause, you can sort that out. You may even have a civil rights suit, although it's probably not worth it, but maybe you have a suit. But you don't decide to straighten it out in your own hands. And what she just did, so now we have her on official misconduct, maybe other charges under New York State relating to public officials who use their office for their own advantage or even to intimidate people. And now she's refusing to comply with the lawful commands of a police officer during a lawful traffic stop. Let's continue.
This is a traffic stop. Here's your phone back.
I understand the law better than you. Would you just
953. Can you have a supervisor come to the scene?
No. Get out of my fucking house. Here.
I don't know why you're acting like this towards me.
Because
Can you please go to the back of the vehicle?
I'm not going to. I'm home. Okay, 55.
I don't care if you got home. You were supposed to stop at Phillips Road when I pulled you over. When my lights were initiated.
I didn't know you were stopping me. There was lots of other people on the road.
I was right behind you.
Yeah? There were other people on the road too.
Okay, I was directly behind you.
I'm not dealing with you right now.
Can you please step over here?
I'm not going to.
What is the reason you're so against what I'm doing? I'm doing my job. You say you're a DA?
I am the DA.
Okay.
Okay, let me get you my badge. I am the DA of Monroe County.
Okay. Pulling out your badge saying, I'm the DA. Another crime has been committed because once again, she is using the vestments of her office to influence the enforcement of the law. He's trying to enforce the traffic laws, and she's basically saying, I'm the DA. I did, by the way, like her comment, I know more law than you. I don't know about that, sweetheart.
A right to go 55 and a 35. And you even admitted to me that you went 50. I understand that, ma'am. I understand that.
You know what? If you give me a traffic ticket, that's fine. I'm the one who prosecutes it, okay? Just go ahead and do it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I just don't understand the hostility. I understand you're coming home from work.
And half the time I was on the phone with Dennis telling him, why are you pulling me over?
You're not even supposed to be on the phone to begin with. You should know that.
I'm hands-free? Absolutely.
Okay.
You should know the law.
Okay. If it is hands-free, that's great. But at the end of the day, you're going...
Oh, there's crime number... I don't care if you do it. I'm the one who prosecutes it. In other words, you give me a ticket, I'm the one who's going to decide what happens to it, which is completely improper. If she does that, then she's obstructing justice. She's doing all sorts of things. She can't do that. The guy is allowed to prosecute or enforce the law from his end. She doesn't decide whether to prosecute herself. It doesn't work that way. She's right about hands-free, but if you're driving distracted, so most states have a law that separately, it really is careless driving. But what I love is she's saying, I didn't know you were behind me, but she says that the whole way home I was talking to Dennis, meeting the chief of police, saying, I didn't know why you were pulling me over. So I guess she's now also guilty of giving false information to a police officer because she just said she didn't know she was being pulled over while she's talking to the police chief about being pulled over.
We're going 55 and a 35. That's 20 miles over the speed limit.
Okay, you know what? That's fine. You know what I've been dealing with all day? 3 murders in the city. And do you think I really care if I was going 20 miles over the speed limit?
Okay, I'm just doing my job. If you pulled over when you saw my lights, which obviously you did.
I thought you were going somewhere else because I thought no one would ever pull a black SUV if you ran my plates.
I didn't run your plate. I just called your plate out. And then I'm following you because you're not stopping. So I had to take the air from dispatch.
Just please.
953. You can have the air back, by the way. Just come outside over here.
No, I'm not going outside.
Okay.
I'm waiting for you just...
Crime number whatever, she just, again, refused to obey the lawful commands of a police officer.
For you just to leave.
Well, I'm having a supervisor come because that's what my chief told me to do. I understand you had it. Like, I get it. We all have bad days at work.
And I'm going to go in the house. Seriously, this is ridiculous.
No, this is a traffic stop. And you, out of everyone, should know that if there's a legal traffic stop, which I have the right to detain you until this is done.
Then just write me the fucking ticket. I really don't care.
Okay. Well, then just hang out at the back of the car.
Because I'm the one that's going to prosecute myself. You know what I'll do with the ticket?
She says it again.
Just come out here for me and just stand.
I'm not walking out there. I'm not. Hey, baby, right? Here's a good one.
Corey, you just want to stand up here. Yeah, as long as it's added to the job. Sarge on his way.
Because you said time. 10-4.
Okay.
So, it could be.
The fact that he has to get a supervisor, in other words, 2 other officers, to intercede shows you what happens when somebody abuses their power. Because now this guy doesn't know quite what to do. If this had been you or me, somebody who doesn't happen to be the DA of that county, we'd be in cuffs sitting in the back of that squad car right now, rightly so, for refusing to comply with a law enforcement officer who's investigating a traffic stop. So let's see what happens with the others.
It's me that they're stopping. Just tell them it's me. So I don't.
We're having supervisors come, and then we'll go from there.
Oh, come
Okay?
on. Just,
This is what my chief wants. That's at the end of the day. You called him. I spoke to him on your phone, and this is what he wants.
I'm going to call him again. Seriously.
She was going 55 and 35 on Phillips. She didn't stop at all. She decided to drive home. Called the chief, and this is where we're at. She's admitted multiple times to me.
Just.
So I attempted to stop her on Phillips Road,
Yeah.
going 55 and a 35.
Yeah.
Didn't see the plate. I was just keeping an eye on the vehicle because she wasn't stopping. Drove all the way here, pulled into her garage, got out, was just being aggressive towards me for no reason. I was being respectful, telling her this is a legal traffic stop. Come to the back of the vehicle. No. Then she called chief. Then that's why I requested a supervisor.
Okay.
And now she wanted to go inside. Told her no, you can't go inside. And this is where we're at. So.
Right? You should know better. That's not charity. That's an arrestable offense. You know that.
It's your stop. I'm not going to interfere with that.
Yeah. I get that she came home. I mean, obviously, if I just
Makes
trying
no
to
sense.
yeah,
I explained that to her. It makes no
like
sense to come.
she came home, she failed to stop. I mean, it's a arrestable offense. I'm not trying to arrest the DA of the county, but also I don't want to not do my job and not at least write her something. So
No, I get it. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to.
I'll at least write her the freaking going 55 and a 20.
Okay.
At the end of the day, I got discretion whether or not.
No, I get it. I understand.
So.
The officer exercises his discretion and strokes the DA a big fat ticket for exceeding the speed limit, but he doesn't arrest her for unlawful fleeing, a Class A misdemeanor in the state of New York.
All right, ma'am. So I'm issuing you speed in zone 55 and a 35.
That's fine. I'll take care of it since I'll be prosecuting myself.
Okay.
After the public learned of the DA's disrespectful
Crime number, what number are we up to now, folks? She's calling him again to influence this traffic stop. She's saying that she was on the phone with him. She keeps reinforcing this fact that you should have known it was me. So you're allowed to speed? No. I mean, maybe this is a good case for not electing judges. Because God knows, I don't know how she got herself elected if that's her attitude and that's the way she operates. But she said it again, I'll be prosecuting myself. No, you won't unless you want to commit crime number, 9 or 10. You can't do this sort of thing. Well, let's see what she says.
and illegal behavior, Miss Dorley entered a guilty plea for the traffic citation and released an apology video. The Monroe County Office of Public Integrity announced an investigation into Miss Dorley's behavior. The case has also been referred to a state-level prosecutorial investigation commission to determine if misconduct has taken place. If found guilty, Miss Dorley could lose her job as Monroe County District Attorney and face other serious consequences. Don't forget to support this channel by liking and subscribing.
Okay, so folks, I sort of commented as we went what she was doing wrong. Aside from the misconduct part of it, because everything she was saying screams of official misconduct. You're not allowed to do that sort of thing, and it happens all the time, unfortunately. And people get themselves in trouble. And here you have body camera with her repeatedly making these claims that I'll be prosecuting myself. You can't come after me. I don't have to stop for you. I'll call Dennis. I know the chief of police. All of that is sort of influence peddling, if you will. It's showing that she's above the law. She could also run into ethics problems with the state bar ethics committee. This sort of conduct, it's not only conduct unbecoming a DA, it's conduct unbecoming a lawyer, and it could violate a number of ethics rules in the state of New York. I'd have to look it up in New Jersey, but I guarantee I could dig up a few that would be attorney misconduct, aside from being a DA. The worst is, look at, she's so rude to this police officer. You know, nobody wants to get pulled over. I hate getting pulled over. Who doesn't? You know, but they're doing their job. If it's a speed limit of 35, you do 35. If you go 55, whatever you do, if you're that far over, if she had just been nice and said, listen, I'm so sorry, I had a bad day. I dealt with 3 murders today. And, you know, I'm the DA. And even though that technically could be influence peddling or using her position to get off, the fact that she mentions it, he might have just as well said, okay, you know, next time I'm going to have to give you a ticket, so please, I'll give you a warning. But she turns this into a cause celeb. She decides to throw her weight around. And what ends up happening, you saw the end. She's now being investigated. They might remove her as DA. She got the traffic ticket. They could have charged her with a lot more. Maybe they still will. But all this over a stupid traffic stop, and she decided to pull her weight, throw her badge on the table, so to speak. Folks, nobody likes to see this. She's supposed to be setting an example for the public. She's supposed to be setting an example for law enforcement because she's the head law enforcement officer in that county. So they all answer to her, and if this is the example she sets, it's no example at all. Hopefully, whatever becomes of this, if she remains DA, I hope this experience was humbling enough that we don't see this sort of thing happen again. I won't place bets one way or the other. Hope you've enjoyed the video, folks. Hope to see you back next time. Please hit like, subscribe, and leave your comments. We will respond and be happy to hear from you again. See you next time. Thanks.